Good morning, everybody. It's your drunk Uncle Redneck here, just enjoying a morning coffee in this pretty mug that our friend Miss Ralph gave to me a little while ago. Rooster getting scared by Jeff the cat here. Just giving you a little update on things that are going on around here. This is the neighbor's rooster. He likes to come over and visit with us just about every day, especially when these girls are outside. Sometimes they live in this thing when I'm not home to keep an eye on them. But we have some little ones in there right now. There you go. And the big girls have been giving those little ones, well, not the girls, the roosters. That one right there. And that one. Been giving those little ones a hard time, and they're just a little too small to deal with roosters doing their business. And that one there is a bantam, so he kind of has some of that small man syndrome. I think he's the smallest chicken that we have, so he's kind of a dick to any bird smaller than him. And he's killed a couple of our babies, so we got to keep them separated for a little bit. So for now, these big girls sleep in the run behind me, that white fenced in area, and the little girls sleep in the actual coop, which is a shame because these big ones just figured out how to roost. But you got to do what you got to do. Gotta keep expanding this flock. Now, I can't think of a better way to spend your morning than bringing out your bucket of kitchen scraps, letting out the chickens, and sitting down for a coffee, watching them dig at it right next to the cat. They share food. And you might think that the cat would be dangerous to the chickens, but from our experience here, it's the chickens who actually see what I mean? It's the chickens who beat up the cat. His name's Jeff. Jeff, what you doing, buddy? Are they being mean to you? He said, I just want some of those meatballs. So, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some projects we got coming up here. Now, way back there on the edge of that field, we're going to be putting in a food plot to try and draw in some deer. Eventually, Matt and I are going to sit down and do a podcast about our plans and everything, but things have been hectic lately. So, we get about 5 does that come in to this yard every night, and we just want to try and make them feel at home. So we're going to put up a hedgerow of Egyptian wheat and plant all kinds of cover crops and forage seeds and stuff like that, just to draw them in. Just a big old dessert buffet to try and get them to come in shooting hours, so we can put a couple of them in the freezer each year with the bow. And then we have this rain barrel here that I threw together when we first moved in. That's only buried about 18 inches, and I do believe that it busted. I'm not 100% sure, but I need to get it lifted up anyway, because that's the water level right there, and you can see here's the water level. You can see where that's going in the shed. So I only get enough pressure for it to keep the chickens watered when it is all the way full. And I don't have it guttered in yet, so I have to fill it up. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna build a little pedestal over here on that concrete pad. We're gonna put 2 tanks on it. We're gonna lift them up about 24, 30 inches, something like that. You get 1 psi for every, it's like right about 2 foot. 2 foot of height. You get 1 psi. So we need to lift them up a little bit so we have constant pressure and don't have to worry about the fill level of the tanks. And then we're going to gutter them in off of both sides of this shed here. And it is asphalt roofing that will be changed eventually. For now, what we're going to do is put in a first flush system. And all that is you run a gutter straight down, right? And you put a valve on the bottom of it. And then you put a Y up top, so that when it rains, all of the solids go straight down to the bottom. And I'm sure you have some residuals, but 90% of them will go straight down to the bottom. And then when that fills up, it will start to overflow down to the gutter into these tanks. And then after you rain, you just open up the valve that you have down here and get all the solids out of that pipe. It's just a way of trying to help clean the water a little bit. And some people frown on asphalt roofing. It's shingles because of the chemicals and stuff that's in it. And I agree, but I can't afford to put the roof on right this second. And I need to get these things put together so that these guys have water. So, gotta do what you gotta do. Again, each situation is different, and you've got to figure out what works best for you to get the best results and keep you moving forward. That's the biggest thing. You do not want to be sitting still. Progress, always progress. All right, guys, I hope you'd enjoyed this little update. That's all, nothing crazy going on here. If you did and you'd like to hear more, you can check out our podcast at drunkuncleredneck.com. And if you'd like to support us, as always, you can join our Patreon membership, which gains you early access to episodes, gives you access to some videos that aren't available for free, only available through the Patreon membership portal. And obviously, if you're watching this, you know we have a video channel on Odyssey, and we also have a group page on MeWe, so come on and check us out. All right, y'all take care.